Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Game.
I love it.
North of the border in Toronto, the setting for the Celtics.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Utah Jazz. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And here comes the break. Here's Ibaka. Got a piece of it.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Chalk up 2 there.
And that's where the added muscle Hayward has put on during his career comes into play. So effective in combating an aggressive defense.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Now VanVleet, guarded by Tatum. Back to VanVleet. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ibaka. Over Tice. Siakam trying to free himself up. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
You know, before coaches started running plays for him, this is where Siakam would get his points, on the offensive glass.
And Walker kicks to Tice. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. From about 19 feet, that shot no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
You can bet that was their game plan from the get-go. Don't be shocked if they're aggressive again today as well.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Walker. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off. You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Hayward can't hit. Raptors are gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Offensive rebound. Siakam uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got his second basket.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Tice passes to Tatum. Ibaka comes with the double team. Back to Tice. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. VanVleet finds Siakam. Here's VanVleet, defended by Tice. Off target from 3-point range. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Walker outside. They grabbed their own miss. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Tice. 4 on the clock. Walker dishes to Brown. From past the arc, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Lowry against Walker. There's the pass to Van Vliet. This one for three. No good on the shot. Now the Celtics take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. Walker in the corner. Now here's Tice. Covered by Van Vliet. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Ibaka. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
For a big, Ibaka has excellent end-to-end speed. Hard to stay with in transition.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from a charity stripe. And a new group in for the Celtics. So he gets them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Davis kicks to Powell. From downtown. And no good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They're up by. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work.
You come in every day. Guys ain't.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. Kanter finds Tatum. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And just like his brother Powell, Marcus active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Just 3 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Boucher. Feeds it to Gasol. Rebound by Williams. We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations, they are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Pass to Boucher. Outside for Davis. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
It's Smart with the drive. Good.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Tatum. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. That one, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Outside Gasol. Rebound by Williams.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Back to Powell. Wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. Powell's got the game tied up here for Toronto. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. Smart kicks to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Lets it go from the wing, and the shot is good. Wanamaker's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that wind.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one drops. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. Brown, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Williams attacking. Outside, Walker. The pass to Hayward. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Williams. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Anunoby, good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. The second. And that should do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Brown wide open, he fires. And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Celtics.
Some things you can't teach. Hayward showing natural instincts to the ball right there.
Passes to Van Vliet. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. Also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
And the shot goes in.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Brown finds Hayward. Back to Brown. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Brown's got 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lowry against Walker. Goes up with it, trying to get open as Ibaka. Siakam left side. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. And stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. That one good for 2. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Walker against Lowry. Lays it up off the glass. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
He hits Brown with the drive. The kick out to Walker. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Walker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Lowry lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And stolen by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up. Davis is checked in for Toronto.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 3-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Davis surveying the floor. Here's Lowry. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Yep, that one goes. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Kemba Walker. Here's Davis. He's got 6. Rebound, Boston.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Gasol. Second chance shot. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. Williams against Gasol. Outside Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops, that's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, that's something new.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Celtics, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Thomas comes in for Davis. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Kanter. Tatum comes in for Robert Williams. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
You know, we see every year 1 or 2 guys drafted toward the end of the 1st round contribute well for their team. But Pascal Siakam has gone well beyond that.
The kick out to Tatum. The 3. The rebound by Gasol.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line. That sends Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. That one on Smart. And the Celtics making a change here. Walker's checked in. And that one misses.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Thomas dishes to Gasol. Raptors moving the ball around. The 3 from Thomas. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
And Hayward gets it to go.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Such a fluid mover off the bounce. Siakam gets to his spot before the defense can react.
And taken away by Johnson. And stolen by Hayward. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Thomas. Van Vliet with it. Here's Anunoby. Siakam trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Anunoby. Tatum on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
To the middle. Lets it go from 11. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Tice. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And there's the pass to Siakam. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Ibaka, no luck.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Tice passes to Tatum, and the layup's good off the glass. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively, it really allows him to score consistently.
Lets the free fly. Tice, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Passes it to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brown. Here's Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
In a discussion of great two-way players in this league, sometimes Lowry gets overlooked, and that's a mistake.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. 7-point differential. Tatum finds Tice. Thomas against Brown. Shoots from 14. That shot no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge. It can be a circus. David, thanks. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Celtics. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the 76ers, a few slots below them.
And seeing where the 76ers are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard. Here's Milton. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Here's Richardson. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Richardson, good.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Tatum's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Walker in the post. There's the 3. Tatum's shot is off. Well, it was the Boston Celtics. Their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Horford finds Richardson. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Over Tice. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Richardson.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Brown the pass to Tatum. And the 3 ball is good.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not to. A very capable threat from outside the arc.
Here's Milton, guarded by Walker. Richardson the pass to Horford. Here's Milton. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And it's Walker penetrating. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
Now here's Embiid. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Brown against Richardson. Pass to Horford. Over Tatum. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Richardson against Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, Walker. Pass to Tice. Tatum against Horford. With the putback. Walker on the follow. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, trains the 3-pointer. And this game is tied up now.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
And stolen by Richardson. Milton the pass to Richardson. Harris. And staying with the play, Harris has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Austin making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Poked away. Wanamaker looking over the floor. That's his first personal foul. Substitution. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Smart finds Williams. And it's blocked. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, a native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about Nick.
Not knowing English, obviously I do.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Neto in at the point. Here's Burks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. And that one is good. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. It's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Just 4 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. Here's Kanter. That one wide left.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Now here's Williams. The kick out to Walker. The pass to Kanter. They need this. Walker Walker's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here is Hayward. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. It's Williams with the drive. There's the feed to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
It's good. Richardson's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. Here's Smart. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Smart kicks to Walker. And stolen by Richardson. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And slam dunk by Harris.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Hayward. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Raul Neto comes in for Robinson. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Walker's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. 76.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at center. Now here's Hayward. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
He dishes it to Horford. Back to Embiid. The 11-footer, and they pick up 2. Embiid's got 6.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's Richardson, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Walker taking his time here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
You know, Walker isn't afraid of getting into the paint and going for it. I mean, he's fairly clever for a little guy down there.
Harris inside, guarded by Tatum. Here's Horford, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
To the left wing. Pass to Milton. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot for 3. A putback. Kicks it out to Richardson. And another shot, and the layup is good. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Walker finds Brown. At the tip, and Embiid pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Tatum for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Richardson against Brown. Goes up on the high post. Richardson, good. He's got 14.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Brown kicks to Tice. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
The putback. And the 76ers get it back. Celtics trail by 19. The Celtics working the ball around now. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Man, I like the way Tatum plays through contact. Stays with his shot no matter what the defense throws at him.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brown against Richardson. Here's Milton. Back to Horford. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Brown drives in. The kick out to Walker. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Korkmaz, also Mike Scott out there, and it's Burks in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Neto, the pass to Scott. A shot off that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Wanamaker misses. The 76ers leading by 13. Burks looking around. Baseline jumper. That's good on the jump shot.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Wanamaker, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Robinson is subbed in for Raul Neto. And a change for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. And here is Horford. Back to Robinson. The tray. Rebounded by Smart.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Left side Williams. To the inside. Here's Kanter. Passes it to Wanamaker. Kicks to Williams. Kanter dishes to Williams. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Burks. And the Celtics also making a change. Hayward's checked in. The 76ers leading by 14. Pass to Korkmaz. There's the pass to Horford. Here's Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Celtics trail by 14. Left side, Smart. Pass to Tice. Hayward goes in. Tatum finds Tice. Shoots over Embiid. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Well, he sure is a talented combo forward with terrific feel for the game. Harris can score in bunches.
Here's Hayward, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Milton. He feeds it to Horford. He kicks it to Embiid. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way up. And the 76ers lead by 18.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And it's the Celtics ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Wanamaker the pass to Ojale. Outside Green. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Thibault. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going up. Well, David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Tatum.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, down low. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center. And here's Collins from outside. Good on the three-point shot. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Here's Atlanta now. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
And I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
And here's Hayward, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Back to Hayward, clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot, and Tice gets it to go.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
That one drops for him. Young's got 5 points so far.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Hayward finds Tatum. Back to Hayward. Passes it to Tice. Back to Hayward. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Tatum? 16th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end. And it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Here's Herter, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Capella with the bucket.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Herter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Then for the Celtics, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Capella, high post. Over to the wing. Here's Hunter. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
The kick out to Tatum. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Collins. Takes it off the glass. Collins has got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Cantor. In the corner, Smart with it. The kick out to Brown. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got his third basket of the night right there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the turnover again by Boston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Then for the Celtics, Robert Williams is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Williams finds Smart, misses from close range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Carter, that's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Nobody near Williams. That one's off. Still out of sync.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Wanamaker. Down low. Here's Smart. And it's good off the glass.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And so it's Atlanta. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started when
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Carter. And it's Fernando in at the 4.
And when Kyle Korver played for Atlanta, he set a league record with at least one three-pointer in 127 consecutive games.
And to think that you just wouldn't have one of those nights where nothing was going in. 127 is pretty impressive. Record was broken eventually by Steph Curry in 2016. But for Atlanta, that 127 is still a team record. And you wonder if one Trae Young might have his eyes set on it.
Now here's Williams. Crafty move. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Pass to Teague. To the middle. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Carter's got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Hayward can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 14. It's Smart with the drive. Wanamaker, great pass to set up the lay-in. Wanamaker's got his first bucket of the night.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Here's Fernando. He's got 6. Here's Dedmon. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Cantor, he's checked in for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Kicks it to Smart. And the pass to Cantor. And he comes up with the deuce. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Here's Brown after the basket by Atlanta. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Collins finds Young. Rebound Boston. Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Huerter. He's covered by Brown. Over in the corner, Reddish. Nailed from three-point land. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Back to Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got his first points in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Collins. Dishes it to Young. Hunter with it. Shoots the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pumped. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Eat. Atlanta came ready to play. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing. And that should do it with the second half about.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Young. He's got 7. Kicks it out to Collins. There's the 3.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
It's stolen by Capella. Hunter with it. He's picked up by Walker. Herter passes to Collins. Now here's Hunter. Young outside. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Passes to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Out to Hayward. A 3-ball. Up again. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 9. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Now here's Tice. He's guarded close. Out to Hayward. Here's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Capella. Outside Collins. The shot, no good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Another shot. Tatum kicks to Brown. They kick out to Walker. Back to Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Knicks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Dennis Cantor's checked in for the Celtics. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Teague, here we go.
No hesitation from Teague, saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
The pass to Wanamaker. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Boston again missing. The Hawks leading by 12. You know, Brenny's bounced around, but late bloomer Dwayne Dedmon making impressive strides in his game.
Yeah, you think about going from a 10-day contract to having a ton of starts as a center. This guy is very skilled, Dedmon, and the ability to go out and shoot the basketball, I think, has raised the most eyebrows about what he can do for your team offensively.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Carter, the pass to Bembry. Back to Carter. Pass to Bembry. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Stolen by Smart, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Dedmon kicks to Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Smart passes to Wanamaker. Great D that time from T. He dishes it to Dedmon. Here's Reddish. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting out a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regular. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Celtics trail by 12. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bembry out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. To the left side wing. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Cancer. In the corner, Tatum with it. Now the feed to Cantor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And this is what he's worked on. As Cantor has become a more polished inside scorer, he's been drawing more fouls.
And he can't get the first one. Atlanta making a switch here. Curter's checked in. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Brown in for Marcus Smart.
Now Cantor is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
Count it good. When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important? And sometimes, with the win or loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. Out to Hayward. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta leading by 14. Collins passes to Reddish. Now here's Capella. Defended by Hayward. Passes it to Reddish. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Herter, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fires from deep. They get it again. And Cantor able to finish.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. Launches it. That shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Walker with it. He's picked up by Collins. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Back to Walker. Lots of room. Connects. The jumper drops.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Inside, here's Collins. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Reddish kicks to Young. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hayward passes to Tice. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The offensive rebound. Reddish fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Canty. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Hayward on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Left side, Smart. Hayward kicks to Tice. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. To the right side. The 11-footer. And that one goes long. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out. Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
From the arc, hits it from three-point range.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
Smart dishes to Hayward. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is
showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building.
Well, last season, the Celtics tried to...
And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do, too. Thanks for that report. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Tatum. Releases. Brown trying to free himself up. Tice, no good. And it's the Raptors ball. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Brown finds Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
VanVleet with the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Walker. 11 points last game. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. And the shot goes down. Anunoby's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Down low, here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Here is Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Out to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Lowry from outside. The shot misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this year.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one. Now, here's Tice. Defense is right there. Shot's good by Walker.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Tatum finds Hayward. Back to Tatum. Stolen by VanVleet. Releases from 15, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Brown the pass to Walker. Tatum against Siakam. Pass to Hayward. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum's shot is off. Raptors leading by 5. Siakam passes to Ibaka, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ibaka's got 6.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Lowry drives in, and he banks in the layup. He has 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Brown finds Walker to the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Serge Ibaka, he's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Davis kicks to Powell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Kanter, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Wanamaker. Passes it to Brown. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
4 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Gasol. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Toronto leading by 7. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. And all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. That's good from Kanter.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Davis looking for an opening. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Williams, that's for 2. The kick out to Brown. Nice shot from the wing. Brown's got his third bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
High post, Davis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. A new group in now for the Raptors. Here's Wanamaker, covered by Siakam. Smart against Thomas. Smart dishes to Cantor. Bucket is good. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Williams against Siakam. Rebound Boston. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. And taken away by Johnson. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Cantor. Back to Smart. Lets it go with a 3. Siakam pulls it in. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Thomas, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket is good. Got it to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And taken away by Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Walker with some nice D. Right side, Tatum. Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got 6.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. Serge Ibaka had no problems getting going. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And the basket by Lowry.
Well, nice finish from that point. Kyle Lowry's got a ton of ways to score once he gets into that painted area.
Brown wide open, he fires. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Raptors leading by 6. Now the pass to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Ibaka. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And now Yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Celtics trail by 8. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto, they're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And of course, Boston, they're sitting in third place.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Tice kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Walker. All alone. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Ibaka finds Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Siakam on the foul. Siakam's got his second bucket.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length. He's got athleticism. Look out.
And Hayward is right there.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Brown inside. Guarded by Powell. Siakam outside. Finished off the break. Siakam's got 6 here in this quarter.
Excellent anticipation of a teammate's defensive ability. Siakam gets out in transition. Nice.
To the inside. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Walker.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Smart passes to Wanamaker. To the middle. The kick out to Tatum. Williams inside the line. And another basket for Boston. Raptors leading by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good. And Toronto making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
The kick out to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Cantor back to Williams. From down in the low post, it goes. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Raptors out in front, up 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter.
Right now, right here.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Wanamaker in at point. That's the Boston 5. Williams kicks to Kanter. No good on the triple. Toronto leading by 4. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, the vertical of Hollis Jefferson, simply unreal. This guy's got a little showman in his game.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Now Smart. Cantor, high post. He's up against Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Van Vliet kicks to Davis. Van Vliet looking around. 6 to shoot. Back to Davis. Got a piece of it. Left side Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
You know that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops. That's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, that's something new.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Excellent D from Cantor. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. 4-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. Free throw good, Davis. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Walker. Out to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Walker. This one for 3. The kick out to Tatum. The 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Raptors with the lead. Van Vliet finds Siakam. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Checking in for your Celtics.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Hayward can hit. After Raptors leading by 3. Pass to Anunoby. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Now here's Hayward. He's guarded closely. Outside, Walker takes the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. The pass to Davis. Van Vliet with it. Brown on him. Van Vliet passes to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's a hand on it. Siakam on the foul. And the Raptors lead by 4.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Raptors making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Brown with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Brown kicks to Tatum. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. One-on-one here. Here's Siakam. It's not going to go for him. Now Boston takes it the other way. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Anunoby. Van Vliet finds Ibaka. Out left to the wing. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Brown. Ibaka, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Hayward can hit. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, the 24th pick back in the 2006 NBA draft. Who knew Kyle Lowry would develop into a perennial all-star? What an impressive career.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
unprecedented improvement. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA
David. Well, thank you, David. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Cantor.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 1. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just 2 things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. Al Horford following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Back to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And there's Richardson on the assist by Embiid.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. Sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
The kick out to Walker. A three-pointer, no good. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Tatum. And it's Harris off the drive. Embiid wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Brown finds Tatum. Back to Brown. Tatum against Horford. Hayward outside. The kick out to Tatum. A new 14 for Boston. Boston, no good that time either.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Harris looking it over. Banked in off the glass.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now, here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
His impact wasn't just on offense. He played great deep. Blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
Just 5 on the clock. Hayward goes in. Unloads. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And now look at Jason Tatum. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 3. There's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer. They still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A reverse. Smart. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Smart's got 5.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Here's Thibault. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good from the wing. Smart kicks to Brown. Shoots. And that misses everything. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harris passes to Richardson. Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. The three. It's hauled in by Brown. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons. Smart passes to Tatum, and it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, you can't be careless around Horford. Throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
The 76ers with another miss.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Harris passes to Richardson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The kick out to Tatum. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wanamaker. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why.
Coming from the place where base was what's driven to us.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. And Chris, as skilled as he is offensively, some overlook Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
That one a little long.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Yes, that goes in. And that's now 7 points for Marcus Smart.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
Here's Korkmaz. Rebound by Williams. Boston trailing. Releases. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 9. Here's Neto. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Fires from the line. Good on the jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside, Scott. On the clock. There's the pass to Robinson. The 19-foot shot. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Smart. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Smart finds Hayward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Then for the 76ers, Al Horford is checked in for Embiid. Alec Burks comes in for Korkmaz, and it's Shake Milton in for Raul Neto. Tice kicks to Williams. Up again. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Now here's Horford, defended by Tice. All sorts of time. Horford, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
Though he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with his speed, there's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right, or right, without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. The kick out to Walker. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Burks on the wing. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Celtics trail by 4. And it's Walker penetrating. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Passes it to Milton. Harris outside. A 15-footer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown the pass to Wanamaker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Richardson's checked in.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Walker dishes to Brown, and it's blocked. Harris outside.
Really working on the technique defensively.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. And that'll do it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart, getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And so in the game for the 76ers, a big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson, and it's Milton in at the point.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Brown finds Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Walker. Connects from 3-point range. Walker's got 7.
Oh, that's nice shooting from there. That looked pure coming out of Walker's hands.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Out to Hayward, fires the three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Down low, and the jump by Horford.
With a huge frame and outstanding wingspan, there's no surprise to see Horford throw it down.
Here's Tatum. Back to Walker. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Horford goes in. Richardson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside, Walker. Tatum deciding where to go with it. He was all alone on that one. He's got 5.
Yeah, and off the catch. Tatum now has a quicker shot release. Probably a little better balance as well.
Horford kicks to Harris. Goes up at the stripe, and the basket is good. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hayward, right side. Tatum on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Tice. That one off the back iron and out.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Celtics trail by 4.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with him.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. And Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees can withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
For Boston, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. The 76ers again can't hit it.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
That evens the score. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And you think about the potential of Tatum. I mean, once he has strength, particularly in the lower half, he's going to be lowered inside.
Neto surveying the floor. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Alec Burks checked in for Scott. 1:12 left to play in the third. Back to Burks. It's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Smart. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Korkmaz passes to Burks. Back to Korkmaz. The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3, and he makes the first. Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. And so he hits both. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Smart finds Tatum. Back to Smart. 4 on the clock. They get the rebound. Walker in the corner. Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray. Walker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Castanedo, three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. A steal. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He gets that one.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Outside, Smart. Kanter in the corner. Outside, Williams. Outside, Smart. Outside, Tatum. Kanter trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Gordon Hayward comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Pass to Tice. Shoots over Embiid. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Tatum kicks to Tice. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Tatum against Horford. Lock at 6. To the paint. Tice passes to Brown, and Brown throws it down.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown in the hops. Now, this is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
Milton's shot is good.
What a game. This lead just keeps going back and forth.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. They trail by 1. From downtown, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Richardson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. And Richardson drops them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here's Tice, guarded by Embiid, and it's Brown missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable. Now, this is why Embiid has the ball in these moments, because the team counts on him to step up.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight in the match.
Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Yeah, Yeah, the defender all over.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And, of course, the Celtics traded back from #1 to #3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute stick. Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
The pass to Milton. High, arcing shot. It's deflected.
A long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
That one goes in.
Plays like this make it clear that Walker takes his responsibility of being the leader for this team seriously. Just coming through in key situations with these type of baskets.
Richardson against Brown. And Brown over to help. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Hayward outside. Passes it to Tice. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Yes!
A crucial bucket, a necessary bucket, and Hayward's the one who goes out and gets it.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Embiid. Kicks to Horford. Back to Embiid. Dishes it to Horford. It's good!
Well, turn up then, and Horford, one of the great leaders in the game. Sometimes you gotta lead by example, especially in the cut.
Hayward dishes to Walker. Hayward passes to Walker. Ooh, offline.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding foul.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and Dick.
tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to.
The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The ball. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for teams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Herter. Out to the wing. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. Hunter's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Hawks. And Hunter over to help. Pass to Walker. Feeds to Hayward. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Boston has possession. And there's the pass to Tice. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tice, and the layup's good off the glass. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fires from the wing. And Herter gets it to go.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Hayward from outside. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 5.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum trying to break 3. Brown, good.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him. They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Carries the long-range jumper.
It's hard to believe, looking at the 3 ball now, there was a time Hayward might have turned down that shot.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
As the season has progressed, these players have heated up from beyond the arc, the best three-point shooters since the All-Star break. Number 5 is John Collins.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
Boston making some changes. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Smart. 1:32 left in the first.
And plenty of Hawks fans were despondent when the team decided to rebuild, but that dejection has turned into excitement.
The team plays hard every night. They have an entertaining style, and they have a lot of young talent. It may not be long before they're a real threat in the East.
Tatum. He can't hit that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. T kicks to Deadman. Back to T. From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. They trail by 3. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Here's T. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Teague the pass to Deadman, and Deadman throws it down.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bembry, guarded by Smart. Bembry misses.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Tatum passes to Williams with 2 seconds left. Almost, but it rolls out. A good game so far as we conclude. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
We've got Tatum. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Jason Tatum. 16th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Tatum. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Vince Carter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Now, here is Young. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Huerter, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Walker with it, guarded by Hunter. They get it back. Tice. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Hunter. And yes, it's good. Hunter's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Over in the corner, Williams from past the arc. Here's Tice. Out to Hayward. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks leading by 8. Fernando, the pass to Young. Hawks passing it around. And stolen by Williams. Inside, poked loose. Hayward passes to Tice. And a wide open look for Walker. And Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
Gordon Hayward's a sneaky rebounder. You have to put a body on him.
Collins in the post, defended by Tice. Young from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for him. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Herter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Williams can't hit.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Passes to Herter. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walker's got his first basket.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the slam by Williams.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Shot's good from Young.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Celtics trail by 13. Walker the pass to Tice. Outside Williams. On deep. It's rebounded by Herter.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And the Celtics with possession here. Pass to Cantor. With 4 seconds on the clock. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Cantor's got his first points of the night.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game in.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They played it. And that's a wrap with the third quarter approaching.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Collins with it, now guarded by Tatum. Young's shot is off. Celtics trail by 11. Shot's good by Walker. The spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on the staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he has a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have Great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass. Hunter's got 8.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
And the pass to Collins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
And checking out the numbers for Young. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 2nd in assists, 7th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Herter passes to Dedmon. The kick out to Young. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Walker finds Tatum. Brown outside. Down low, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes up at all times.
Dedmon inside. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not at all.
To the left side wing. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Capella against Cantor. Brown right side. It's stolen by Capella. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Hunter, the pass to Herter. Lays it up and banks it in. Herter's got 10.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Hunter kicks to Capella. Pass to Herter. 5 to shoot. Capella dishes to Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Takes a 3. Kept alive.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Tatum passes to Brown. The feed now to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Young passes to Herter. Back to Young. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Incredible night for Trey. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks on top, up 9. And time. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Marcus Smart. Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. Who's in the game for the Celtics.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Out to the right wing. Here's Reddish. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good from long range.
And you've seen good instincts. Tatum gets buckets. His game is polished.
That's good from Teague on the assist by Carter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's Smart with the drive. Here's Wanamaker. A putback, and Kanter able to finish.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And Teague has it in the corner. Nails the baby hook. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Here's Wanamaker. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Carter against Williams, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Kanter, and it's Robert Williams in for Williams. Collins passes to Carter, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a...
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Embry the pass to Reddish. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Tice gets it to go.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
To the middle, here's Teague. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Right side Smart. The 3 from Tatum. Collins grabs the miss.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Teague the pass to Reddish. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Dishes to Williams. Smart kicks to Tatum. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Tice, no good. The Hawks leading by 11. And stolen by Tatum. It's deflected. Stolen by Collins. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Boston. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Carter. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Dishes to Collins. To the paint. Here's Young. Hits the jump hook. Young's got 19 points.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Atlanta.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tatum. Bangs home the trifecta.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
In the corner, Collins with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 9. Plenty of space. He can't get it to go. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.